Tyler, what's up? Yeah, you got them pretty quick. But like, yeah, guessing you had enough time. Alrighty. Yes, receipt. Don't. Pretty sure that was on TV. I don't think I need this Apple TV remote. Alright. Who is ready? Alright, the Orioles tied it. I don't know how, but 3-3. We're tracking some stuff. DGen Nation over here today. Yeah. Voice is a little better. Except it might not be. I don't know. Okay. Sahith. Man, I love this dude. Sahith Igala. I think everybody likes that guy. Everybody loves Tati. The first Dutch auction PYT. It's actually not a bad idea, you know. Test it out. The hobby's all about them, so. Probably. I mean, no, I don't want to risk it, so I'll just go ahead and pull it for you. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like a fun time. Isn't he a pitcher? We're trying to pull pitchers. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna watch it, of course. We're actually traveling tomorrow afternoon. We're leaving town at like 3. So I'll be honest, I'm not gonna, miss out on leaving on time and stuff to make sure I get in on it. So if I get it, I get it. If I don't, wasn't meant to be. So, alright. Actually, I mean, the only way I would buy would be a case at the floor. I know somebody did the math yesterday, and it's just like, yeah, it's not going to be fun. Like this was just over $5,000 today, and I know like you can be cheaper. There are probably cheaper cases of this out there. Just what I paid for it. This is where I had to be to make $100, and no, I had to cut into that in the last 2. So I think I'm gonna make like $65 on this break. You will make more at your jobs today than I will at mine, probably. But I'm sure that there are some out there. Yeah, I'll watch it. If I can, like I said, if I can get a case at the floor, I might do a case. And do PYT, charge a premium for the D-backs. You know, it's still one of those on PYTs. Like, yeah, on stuff like this, if you're buying a case and ripping a case on your own, it'd be tough to make your money back without, hitting some really, really nasty color or Drew Jones. It'd be the same with that. It'd be one of those, if you could do a PYT around $4,000, like, yeah, D-backs are $650. So now you're, between the D-backs and the Reds, you're probably at $1,000. And so now you're at $30,000 or $3,000 for the other 2018. For Tops, I actually mentioned a player I hate. We know it. We're not dumb. Like, we're watching it. He's on the cover, like Drew Jones, Jackson Holiday, on the cover of these boxes. We get it. Let it be like that. Don't say, go try to find a Drew Jones auto. It just makes it seem really weird to me. To single out the guy. For the company, too. If I do it, it's one thing. If Blowout does it, it's one thing. for the manufacturer themselves to do it. If you like the New York Jets selling season ticket packages, come see, or the Spurs, come see Victor Wembanyama. It's like, no, we know, that's who we're going to see. That's who they're going to see. You don't have to imply it. You don't have to make it so obvious. By the way, paper base is still available. You get all the paper base, all the first, everything. It's probably worth it if you can, if you have the time to work it. I do not. That's why I just try to sell it as is. But I've got like 3 or 4 cases stacked up, so I might have to figure out how to work it. Gunnar Henderson spotlights for the Orioles. And Corey, no offense, I hate that argument too. It was stupidly underpriced the first time Sapphire dropped. It was $50 for the Adley class. The first Sapphire product, first Bowman Sapphire product that released was the Adley, Zach Geloff, Bowman Draft Sapphire for $50. It was stupid underpriced. Junior Tillian is our first auto. And I don't have any problem with the Dutch auction. The base is 68, I think. It's on the website. It's still on the website. You get it all shipped priority. That includes shipping. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you're ripping stuff, if you're personally ripping, mass quantities of stuff, you're probably not making a ton of money. And like, I say this, obviously I am a breaker, but I still think it's the best way to do it because you can let people, take a chance on a team. You can do, like you can mix it up, let people get their PC teams. Palco Grego, first Bowman auto for the Phillies. Somebody said it yesterday, I forget who, so I'm not trying to be an asshole. But I thought it was an incredible point. If Topps had it up, just did a true Dutch auction, and didn't set the floor at 350, set the floor at 150, knowing damn well it's never going to get to the floor, and it sold out at 350, no one would have said a word. And I probably would have targeted 350 to get a case. But them saying up front that 350 is the floor, this is a Gutierrez spotlight, by the way, is what everybody is all up in arms about. And they should be. That should not be the floor. Matt Mervis. I hate Dutch auctions anyways, so I hope that that's not a precedent they try and set. But Matt McLean, he is now up. Sights on May, not September, to 150. Let's just go Alvarez, Figueroa, first Bowman green paper to $3.99. Like, I get it. It should be more than 150 or whatever. And like last year's we ripped a ton of last year's. And then when it got to 400 and something a box, I stopped buying it. Because it became to where you couldn't make your money back. Like we were doing 10, 12 box PYTs. We did 3 or 4 of them. We ripped at least, I'd say at least 60 boxes of 2023 or 2022 Bowman Sapphire. And it was awesome. I loved it. It was my favorite product of last year. I did that list of, products of the year, and I had it number 1. It was my favorite product all last year. But it got to, can't call it a rookie, or first Bowman, Spencer Jones, first Bowman. It got 500 plus a box, and it's not, you can't rip it at that. I mean, I guess you can, people are, or it wouldn't be that way, or it wouldn't be that high, but you can't, comfortably make money off of it at that point. Roman Anthony, true gold, first Bowman for the Red Sox. Not that your end game should be to make money, but like I don't think we ever pulled an Ellie. All right, good. So here's Roman Anthony, Red Sox. Jordan, there you go. Go Sox. I think we pulled 6. I think we ripped 60 boxes. I don't think we ever pulled an Ellie. At the time, Khalil Watson was the guy. I don't think we ever pulled a Khalil Watson. I said something about Drew Johns being short printed, and somebody said, "How do you know?" I was like, "Well, the top guys always are." Like, we never pulled an LA, we never pulled, but the pitcher for the Giants, I think the Giants had 2 pitchers last year. I think we pulled probably 7 or 8 each of those guys. Max Muncy, refractor to 499. It's like, wait, what did you say, Tyler? But I get it now. Corbin Carroll, insert. Brady House, insert. Arroyo, Luvier, Santana, Tavares, Chao Rio. Hovland, Fox, and Connors. Corey Connors actually bet on a top 10 finish. So we'll take that. I'm sure, no doubt in my mind, that Victor Hovland's going to keep this up. That was me. Well, we've only pulled 1 Drew Johns. In 6 or 7 cases, we pulled 1 base auto of Drew Jones. Granted, we haven't pulled any Spencer Jones. We haven't pulled, like, there are several others that we haven't. But there are some guys we've pulled at least 1 every case. So yeah, long story short, I don't love the Dutch auction. But if you're going to do it, you can't set 350 as the floor. If it sells out at 350, that's fine. Roman Anthony to 399, because it probably would have sold out around 350. But setting it as the floor was your number 1 problem. That's what got everybody up in arms. The Paula first, and yeah. So. All right, decent start. Especially if you're the Red Sox. I guess I should say, especially if you're Jordan. The Angels took the lead again. I've got 3 baseball games on, or betting down on all 3. Oh, well, we're really firing at the ponies. Corey Connors. I have some first round leaders with him. Let me see if he's one of the guys that I have. Give me just a second, sorry. Nah, no. I have him a top 10 and a top 20. Yeah, I guess Hovland did kind of come back some at the Masters. It seems like he is the master of putting together 3 rounds at a major. I mean, the absolute master at it. Problem is, you got to put 4 rounds together at a major. Like, that dude could go to live and tear it up for 3 rounds. I don't know. You probably still got to find the 4th. His would probably still. It doesn't ever seem to be Sunday that's his problem, so I guess it would be. He always crushes Thursday, and then Sunday he seems to do pretty well. It's either Friday or Saturday that gets that dude. It seems like every day. I like him though. I mean, he's probably going to get one at some point. Anybody that can do stuff like that. Sahith's another. I don't think he'll win this year. But next year I might put a little money on him to win a major in the beginning of the year. All right, box 2. Pay for base again. unless something's changed. Still available. Zavala, Cross. It's weird, some of these are upside down. Osuna, Blanco, Cole Young, Kyle Harrison. Green paper, Matt Warner to $3.99 for the Twins. Hector Rodriguez, Bishop, Lee Song, Logan Wagner, and Martinez to $1.99 for the Doyers. Jung and Hernandez. So is Jung probably right now leader in the clubhouse for AL Rookie of the Year? I know it's still very early in the year, but rarely ever do you actually get one of those Rookie of the Year favorite cards of a guy who is going to win Rookie of the Year. Like Jordan had him a couple years ago, and he had already won Rookie of the Year, so that doesn't really count. Otani did not have them in the original Bowman, but they added him in the mega boxes for the Encarnacion. So I don't think that counts. And Andres Tavares, first Bowman auto for the Bravos. Not a bad one there. He seems to sell pretty well. Braves are Joe. So Joe, there you go. Yeah, I don't know who else would be. I mean, a pitcher. Again, there are guys not even called up yet that will probably factor into the race. So it's dumb to get too much into it at this point, but he's probably the betting favorite at this point, I would have to guess. So Rangers seem like they're going to be pretty good, and you know, it always helps if you're on a winning team. Gutierrez, Sweeney. Garrett Mitchell. He looked good too until he got hurt. Pink paper, Trey Sweeney to $2.99 for the Yankees. Herrera, John Williams. I have never seen this. Where two are forward facing and then the other ones are not. That's true, yeah. He's had issues with that in the minors too. How about today's hobby drama, by the way? And how about y'all not realize, some of y'all not realizing that I was trying to troll the guy. The LA card dude, I was trying to get that take. I was waiting for him to send me his payment info, then I was going to be like, alright, I'm waiting on some people to Venmo me real quick, and then I'll get you. But alas, does not look like he's going to reply. Alright, we got an auto, we got an Angel. Jorge Ruiz, purple auto, first Bowman to $250. So Justin, there you go. Help him close us out. A little purple first Bowman auto for your troubles. Ganoa, Juan Alonso, Chirino, Crawford, Peyton Graham, purple first Bowman to $250 for the Tigers. But Jake, somebody messaged me, Jake, and he was asking, he's like, can I buy that from you? I was like, oh, I was going to troll the guy. I was like, but if he actually replies, then yeah, I'll just like get it, and then I'll chip in on the rack too. Yeah. I had one guy reply, and I sent him a message immediately. He's like, hey, I'm trying to mess with this guy. I know what's going on. I do like Gypsy Queen parallels, though. Come on, JT. Gotta hit that. It's one of the few times in a while I have not bet on Justin Thomas. He just hasn't been in great form, and it's one of those, if he's hanging around after one or two, I'll live bet him. I'd be more than happy to do so, but it's an LA Spotlight, Prospects, Jackson Holiday, Bergola, Luis Law. Houston, what's that mean? Is this like a Paul Wall thing? I don't know. Exactly. Well, I think he was in the group. and didn't realize it was in demand until, it was very stupid. Vaquero. I don't know why people who do shitty things like that think the way they do, to be honest, because, I mean, I'm not trying to be all high and mighty, but I don't think like that, so I don't know. Gabriel Martinez. First Bowman Speckle Auto to $2.99. Speaking of Paul Wall, speaking of Paul Wall, I'm going to a concert tomorrow. There's an Hadley insert. That is the Yin Yang Twins, Waka Flocka Flame, T.I., and somebody else that was popular in the mid-2000s. My wife is dragging me to it. I had absolutely no interest in going. Jacob Berry first. She was apparently all about it, so happy anniversary to us. I mean, it was the same drama. Did you not see that? I thought you... I mean, it wasn't really. It was just some guy who was in a rat group and basically bought the card and started getting money from people, and then was just like, actually, no, I'm just going to keep it. A $200 shit, that'd be a $500 ticket, yeah. Instead, I think it was like a $50 ticket. It's back in my hometown, Albertville, which is not the place to have that concert. And do with that what you will. Think of stereotypical small towns in the state of Alabama. Albertville has come a ways. It has definitely come a ways since when I was growing up. But let's just say people view Birmingham as like a terrible place. And Birmingham is an hour and 15 to an hour and a half away. Yes, but Albertville built this crazy rec center a couple of years ago, and so now they're getting all like did Justin miss that too? All the baseball tournaments and stuff in the state, and really even in the southeast. So they built this big amphitheater, and it's actually really nice. I went and saw Tracy Lawrence there again. Another one Lawrence Rugby. That was awful. But the venue is really nice, and it's crazy that that's in my hometown. But that's where the concert is. It's gonna be interesting. But I'm also seeing Counting Crows there in August, so I can't complain too much. My buddy's the CFO there, and I messaged him about the Counting Crows. I was like, hey man, I was like, I've never asked you for tickets or anything, but can you give me something nice? They got like little private VIP boxes. And he's like, yeah, I'll get you a private VIP box. I was like, thank you. Then I told him yesterday we were coming up for this one tomorrow. He's like, why didn't you ask me for tickets? It's like, I was not using up my ill will on this concert. All right, Adam Crampton, another purple one. First Bowman to 250. Paint Me at Birmingham. Well, that's Tracy Lawrence did play Paint Me at Birmingham, and it was pretty terrible. Did you paint me at Birmingham? I would have been a very good 90s country singer. All right, Adam Crampton. The Crampton Bowl is in Montgomery, Alabama. It's where they play one of the Montgomery Bowls, objectively the worst bowl. Jeff Martell, there you go. Probably no relation to the Crampton Bowl in Birmingham, Alabama. Drew Jones, Crumbs. Yeah, I bet y'all didn't learn. I didn't think y'all be getting a geography/history lesson on the state of Alabama today. But here you are. DePaula. As hot as... My favorite part of the Tracy Lawrence concert is in that Texas Tornado song where he rhymes the word again with the word again. Peraza insert. Purple paper parallel. Xavier Isaac. Frias. Oh, went to the Capitol. All right. Well, why? First of all, and second of all, that's Birmingham. Yeah, that's where the Crampton Bowl. You are not far from it. And what sucks is Montgomery is actually one of the worst cities in Alabama. Of the big cities, it's, to me, far and away the worst. And of course, that's where the capital is. Trouty. Sky blue paper to $4.99. Speaking of, what are they doing? Still up. Alright, the Rays have tied it. That's good. DeLauder to $2.50. Purple lava. The Guardians. Mansion. No, that is T-Pain. Come on now. That's the old meme. It was, yeah. Einstein might have invented, or Newton might have invented gravity or whatever, but T-Pain rhymed mansion with Wisconsin. Speaking of Lil Wayne, he was here in Birmingham a couple weeks ago. It's on a Monday night at a 1,500 person venue. Laura said, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Hell no." 2008, though, my God, I would have been the first person there. It also wouldn't have been at a 1,500 person venue in 2008. Okay. Well, look at you putting your youth in government, you know. You're putting that to good use. Is anybody else that was in the program with you in government? Dayon Frias, first Bowman refractor to $4.99 for the Guardians. Like this guy, I think we've hit at least one auto of him in every case we've done. There are probably worse guys out there to do that with. There are definitely better ones too. Aponte, first Bowman Speckle for the Blue Jays. Cam Collier, Chrome. Hold on, was that the Crawford kid? Yeah. Hadn't heard a lot from T-Pain here of late. Is he still in the game? The rap game? Vaquero, Lawler insert. There you go. Huh. Caminero for the Rays, and Nelson Rada, first Bowman Lava or Neon Lunar. And see, I told you we pull this guy in every case. Dayon Frias. Base auto Guardians. Mark doing very well thus far. On Monday, Maia, Drew Gilman. Alright, 3 boxes in. Don't bleed. Don't blood. No blood. No blood. No blood. How did I become a Red Sox fan? Alright, so I always went to Braves games as a kid, and I always lost, so that annoyed me. When I was 9, my little league team was the Red Sox. I wore number 5. I played shortstop, so I love Nomar. We went to a Braves game earlier that year, and the All-Star game was held at Fenway, and they were selling programs in the clubhouse. And so even then, like, I was obsessed with cards and stuff, and I thought that would be something that, would hold value. So I got a program, paid like $10 for it. And then during the All-Star game hadn't happened, but they already had the program. Maybe it was like the media guide or something. Maybe the All-Star game was like that weekend. And so, like, during the All-Star game, that was when they rolled out Ted Williams and, all that. And I was like, who's that? My dad's like, you don't know who Ted Williams is? I was like, no. He's like, well, you need to learn about Ted Williams. So he went and he got like the old school. We had the World Book Encyclopedia, and he whipped it out and flipped to Ted Williams. And I read about it, and I was like, yeah, this guy seemed like he was pretty good. He's like, yeah, I'd say so. And so it was just kind of after that, it was like, yeah, it is, yeah. And I was like, all right, this is. Like, slowly but surely, like, this is my favorite team. And everybody around me, obviously all Braves fans and stuff. Eric Hernandez. And so, not like overnight, but slowly but surely, kind of morphed into a Red Sox fan. And then Burgos. In 04, I remember staying up, watching the World Series, or watching the playoff games against the Yankees. And I remember Game 4, I fell asleep because it went to like the 14th inning. And I remember going to school the next day, and there was a kid from New York in my class. And he was a big Yankees fan, obviously, so I asked him, I was like, who won? It was Eric Hernandez and Victor. He's like, the Yankees won, man. I was like, damn. It's like, okay. It's like I went home, and I think the game was that night, and I was watching. And I was like, this must be a rerun, because the Red Sox lost last night. My dad's like, no, they didn't. And he didn't even keep up with it. He's like, they won. He's like, it's been all over TV today. I was like, what? My buddy said they lost. He's like, well, isn't he from New York? He's probably just lying to you. So, of course, after that, kind of fully became hooked. And then we went to Boston the next year. Maybe it was 2 summers later. And then after that, there was definitely no going back. I went up there when I was 16. So, yeah, origin story. Of course, everybody's like, oh, so you became a fan after they won in 04. I was like, no, there were definitely big roots before. Like, really what cemented it was going up there. Well, I was up there, I guess I was 17. It's when they traded for Kevin Garnett, or maybe in Ray Allen during the draft. And just remember thinking, like, this city lives and breathes off sports teams. That's kind of how I am as a human being. So, I never lived in Boston, but they are, exactly. See? Yeah, long-winded way of saying there's no, like, not like I have family from the area, or people ask, were you from there? I'm like, no. Does this sound like I'm from Boston? I don't know what the opposite of a Boston accent is, but I'm pretty sure it's the one I have. Nice Spencer Jones, Solar Lunar for the Yankees. Not numbered, but we have not been pulling a lot of him, so it's nice to get something. Manuel Beltre auto for the Blue Jays. Not a first, but still prospect auto. Nico, there you go. Pulled the red of him. last week. Acuna, Perosa, Burgos, Ramirez, Jorge. It also kind of annoyed me that, like, the Braves, just everyone's supposed to root for the Braves. Like, we're not in the same state. Like, Atlanta was 3 hours from my house growing up. I wish the Braves success. Obviously, almost all my friends are Braves fans. And that's still the closest place I can go to watch a game, and still do so from time to time. But cases Marcelo inserts. Boyd, Gonzalez, Caminero, Wagner. He still have not pulled a Caminero auto, I don't think. There's his teammate, presumably. Organization mate, Ronnie Simon, first Bowman refractor auto. For the Rays, yeah. Yep. Cubs on WGN. There's DePaul. My buddy Reed, who gets some breaks from time to time, he was my pledge brother at Alabama. He's an athlete, and he's a big Cubs fan because he watched them all the time on WGN. It's so crazy how, like, that shaped a lot of people's fandom. And, like, this next generation, like, Ben's going to have, especially with me, like, he's going to have access to all the teams. And hopefully he, becomes a Red Sox fan. Like, my dad never really cared. Like, we would go to Braves games because, like I said, it was 3 hours away. And, take your kids. Like, he didn't care. He cares way less now. But definitely really didn't care much when we were kids. Like, obviously he would hope the Braves won when we went to these games, but definitely didn't upset him on the way home if they didn't. Robert Perez, Solar Lunar. No, not Solar Lunar. Blue Lunar. First Bowman auto to 150 for the Mariners. I feel like we've pulled at least 3 of that card, which sounds crazy, but I guess it's a bad thing. Another Cam Collier. Got a blue shimmer. Did not know they had shimmers in here. Raphael out of 150 for the Bo Sox. What's up, Zach? See, like, Zach's a Yankees fan. He's in Indiana. I think it's perfectly fine to root for teams outside of your De Jesus. And Drew Jones, I just think it's annoying when you've got, like I try to at least stay consistent. Like, if I had to pick an NBA team, probably the Celtics. Same with the NHL, probably the Bruins. Patriots, I didn't really have a football team. Now I root for Tua. I really just root for all the Alabama guys, but I went all in on Tua. And as long as you stick with it, too. Like, if you make some choices and, provided you don't have reasons not to. Like, I saw the Micah Parsons thing. He's been, like, basically rooted for every team in the playoffs. And I was like, yeah, that's lame. Like, no one cares that you're a whatever fan, but just stick with it. Alright, we're halfway home. It's been pretty good. It could definitely be better. Right. Definitely no shame in that. Just yeah, and that's fine. I hadn't seen that. I mean, of course, yeah. You have no choice but to at that point. Yeah, like I don't Like I said, I root for the Braves to do well, just mainly because my friends. The Falcons, I could care less now that Julio's gone. See? Perfect. Be better with some Austin Charles. I'll try my best. Kevin, who's your team? Like, who's your baseball team? Like, your primary? I know you. I think the Pirates are who you primarily buy. I don't know if that makes. I think a lot of that's chasing O'Neal Cruz, but I definitely want to see a big Drew Jones. The Reds, yeah. I did know that. I did know you were a Mets fan. I think I could have remembered that. Go in the back of your head. Wood, almost Santana. Painter. Riley Green. Elijah Green. Figueroa. Bowman, Simon, Yafri Solano first. Solar Luna, auto. Nick Voigt. Speckle, first Bowman auto for the Padres. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I hate it for Cruz, too. I thought he was going to have a big year, too. I mean, he had a good start. Good baseball. Fair enough. I mean, it sucks, too. Like, as a kid, it sucks to root for losing teams. And it's hard. Like, I don't know a lot of kids who are diehard fans of losers. Except the Auburn fans I grew up around. Yeah, me too. But they'll still beat the Twins, Luke, so. That's me. Yeah, Zach had been telling me about O'Neal Cruz for like 2 years. Granted, I know he's not the only person in the world who had known about O'Neal Cruz, but I think I could probably go back literally 2 years and find DMs where he was talking to me about him. Yeah, I know. Those people are... It's frustrating. Tavares first refractor. Again, if that was just like, I don't know. Like, that doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not coincidence. Hector, Bishop, Cabrera, Serta, Peguero, Baez. Yeah, I saw that. Like, obviously, I knew they won. And then I think it was Buxton was like shocked by the news, and I kind of was too. I didn't know it had been that long. Drew Jones insert. Jorge Fernandez, Peroso, Montez. This is the first Lazaro we've seen today. Another Angel. This is Tatis pink paper to 175. Jorge Ruiz, atomic to 100. So Justin, great close. Yeah, I mean, I think the Pirates were one of those. They had a great start, and way too many people took it way too serious. I don't think anybody should have ever been like, yeah, that's who they are. So I think they'll definitely be out of it by the time he could possibly come back, and at that point, why rush it? I mean, I feel like it's the old fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, or shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me thing. Like, how many times are they just going to run it back with the exact same team? And that's basically what they've been doing. Like, say what you want, but they're just, it's the same general core. It's kind of like the 76ers. Like, I don't know, it's not as... But, like, the Yankees have been the same team, it seems like, for 6 years. Spencer Jones, Chrome. Jace Bowen, Aqua Shimmer to 125. Vaughn Grissom, Deion Jorge. Like, I'll at least give the Red Sox this. When it doesn't work, they blow it up. Like, between 2013 and 2018, that's not a big window. There were like 2 guys on both championship teams. Usually you have a 6-year gap or 5-year gap between championships. You're going to have at least the core is still going to be intact. Nope. I think it was Xander who barely played, and a pitcher, maybe. Like, that was just, like at some point the Yankees just got to take a step back and be like, we're good, we're not great, and we got to be great to win it all. So, all right, John Mark, here you go. Let's see if we got some color. We don't, but still, Figueroa base. The way it was upside down, I thought we might have something. Yeah, I didn't think he would either. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I still think he's going to come back down a little. Had kind of, the Red Sox went on a couple-week tear where they looked great. I was just like, let's calm down. I still don't think they're that team. I think they're more who they've been in the past. I would say I don't think they finished last, but I think that division's so good. I mean, I trust the Yankees to figure it out probably more than I do the Red Sox down the stretch, as much as I hate to say it out loud. I mean, at some point you gotta take a step back. Like, obviously, Judge is the guy. You don't do anything with him. You build it all around him, but he's getting on up there. But obviously, I still wouldn't do anything crazy. Nolan Gorman. But, like, you just flip the switch on Stanton. That's over. When he's hot, but he's never hot at the right time. Matt Mervis. Like, I don't think that's a hot take. Like, his grade is great, but it's never at the right time. Mikey Romero to 125. I don't know. And see, they can do. That's true, right? Like, they can do what they did in, was it 16? When they flipped like Chapman and got Glaber. Make some fringe moves like that. Don't totally blow everything up. Don't suck. Like, you're right. The Yankees can't like tank. They can never tank. Red Sox, for some reason, don't mind doing it every now and then. Like, even their rebuilds are like 1 or 2 years. That's pretty crazy. Right. So, like, let Judge, he's going to age, but he's still, even if you have to move him to DH at age 35, he's still probably going to hit 35, 40 homers a year if he's healthy. If I were Cashman, I would just say, all right, we're going to move some guys, only for guys that are ready to help us in 2024. So don't call us with your, don't call us with anybody who has a first Bowman card in this product, except maybe Matt Mervis is still. Don't call us with any 19-year-olds. If you got some 22, 23-year-olds that you think are ready to make a call, ready to make the jump, and you're ready to make a playoff push, we'll give you Giancarlo. We'll eat some of his money if the prospect's good enough, And that's the thing I don't understand either. It's like they're just, you're the Yankees. Spend money. Right. Yeah, like the Donaldson thing never made sense to me. I still don't understand why the Yankees didn't sign Bryce Harper. And from all accounts, like, it's just already known they're not going to be in on Ohtani, which is crazy to me if you're the New York Yankees. Alright, next box. Alright, Abel Bastidas, Solo Lunar, first Bowman, or Blue Lunar, first Bowman to 150 for the Tigers. Thomas, there you go. Ganoa, first Bowman purple to 250. Baby Munoz. I don't know that I wouldn't listen on Glaber if the price is right. Again, it's got to be a good price. Crawford. This is the thing with the Red Sox, they really don't have any, like, super tradable guys. Obviously, you don't want to move Devers, just light him up. I gotta love Devers, but I still don't think Devers can be your best player on a perennial contender. Xander Bogaerts, speaking of, to 299. Bergola, Lara, Ramirez, Jorge, and Avina first to 199 for the Brewers. Casas or Casas, whatever. He's been bad. He's 24. I'm not just convinced he's going to figure it out. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the Boone thing I never understood, just when they kept running it back with him. Like, I don't think he's a bad manager, but it's time for something new. Jacob Berry is a Red Sox fan. I'm perfectly okay with it. Keep him there forever. Give him a lifetime deal. Let's just say if Aaron Boone were in the SEC and he was an SEC football coach, he would not still be coach of the Yankees. Angel Ganoa. First Bowman auto for the Guardians. Yep. I'm sure it's got stack marks too, because every time you use a thick marker like that and you stack them up, you can see. No ink marks on the back. Usually guys like that. I think it was Peraza a couple years ago for the Yankees that did that, and all his on the back had ink marks. We got a Philly, Palco Grego, Refractor, first Bowman auto to 499. We can sign one of those. It's like, we did like 30 something bucks. Okay. Worst cards out there to hit. Langoliers. Ellie. Nice Drew Jones spotlight. I was just thinking we need some Drew Jones in our life. Still need some Drew Jones in our life. It's not gonna solve our lack of Drew Jones problem. Jesus Baez. Have either of his supers been pulled? I know the auto hasn't, or I assume the auto hasn't because I haven't seen a million posts about it. Free Ice Yellow Paper to 75. I assume his base super hasn't been pulled either. Double dribble, what? Angels tied it up. Shouldn't we have an auto? Left. Maybe not. Is that? That's spotlights. Torrio, Simon 1 insert. Hector, Bishop, Hade, Torrio, another Drew Jones. Yeah. Every bet I've made today, and every bet I make until that game tips off, will be a parlay featuring the Celtics money line. It's just, that's how this is going for them. They're going to win the next game. I don't understand why they keep doing this to themselves, though. Why they keep putting themselves in holes. Like, they've got the talent to not. It's like they thrive on being down. All right. Scotty is through for the day. So let's go ahead and cash one of those tickets on under 70.5. Or under 70, I think, for him. I don't know. Like, it's not like they've just got dudes standing around like they're. I don't know. Like, it's just the urgency on that team is just. And like even in the Philly series when they were down in Game 6 and finally Tatum. It's like, all right, I gotta make some shots. Yeah. Right, Kevin. Yeah, I don't know. Sean, I bet. I usually file on a couple. I wasn't sure this week. I only bet on Harris English because his odds were stupid. I think I bet like $65 to win 10 grand. So, I think what I'm going to do is just kind of wait and see. I will live bet some guys tonight to win outright. But I've got a lot of matchups. See, I've got Bryson to miss the cut. I got a bunch of top 10s and top 20s. I did some first round leaders. I had Scheffler under 70. I had Cantlay over 70 today. I had Corey Connors top 10. We got the horses coming up though, so are you ready? Another Triple Crown race day. Francisco Alvarez. Speaking of, what are these? 3-2. Angels, Orioles are tied. Bases loaded. Nationals down 1. Within 1 on everything. De Los Santos. Here's our first auto. It is a Ranger, Andres Mesa. True Blue, first Bowman to 150. So there goes Jean-Marc. Yeah. It's it's one of those weeks. It's a great gambling week. Incredible gambling week. We had the Champions League semis, obviously PGA, Preakness, playoffs. There's Mr. Frias again, refractor this go around, $4.99. So the Guardians doing very well, Mark. Oh, big 4-0. I knew it was Roberto Cano. Yes, you have to have a winner. So we got to hear who it is. Let's go. Share it right now. Good. Mitchell. Shario. Or, that's, sorry, Tamar Johnson. I don't want to try to make any Cal Mitchell. Garcia, Encarnacion, Sanchez, Weber Sanchez. Nice. Pedro Leon. See why I said nice there. Aqua to 125 for the Astros. Chad, there you go. Yeah, Frias PC is strong. Blue paper, Alex Ramirez, the 150 for the Mets. It has been a minute since we've seen any low number color. That gold auto box 1, I really haven't seen anything of the sorts since. Oh, by the way, select EPL. I posted it earlier, but that's going to post at 3 p.m. Central, so here in like 45 minutes. Full case PYC. Pick your clubs. I love that stuff. I think my favorite product I've seen this year. Got a Blue Jay. Luis Garcia. Base auto. I think that's our 3 this box. Yep. I know, select might be the best things. Oh, man. I've longed to try that place out. I got to get a Vegas trip up soon. Jan Quill, little team color action, $1.99. It's close enough, right? Adley insert, Tamar Johnson. Robert Perez. Damn it, the Angels took the lead. Oh, very nice, Tom. What's EDC? Yeah, my buddy was out there on his brother-in-law's bachelor party, or soon-to-be brother-in-law's bachelor party. He said they went and it was sick. I'm sure Shine could tell us way more, but another Invictus. So 2 Invictus, all right. William Bergola for the Phillies. Munoz, Barry first. Jan Quill. Solar Aqua, or Aqua Lunar. Gary Mitchell, Miguel Blyce, Zavala, Cross, De Jesus, Garcia, Corona. Man. Oh, gross. Yeah. That'll do. I used to go to the Hangout Fest in Gulf Shores every year. It was right on the beach. It was an awesome time. And then it just got to the point where it was just all rave acts. And I was like, or not all, but like mostly. And I was like, that's just, I'm good. And also, it's getting a little older. You know, it's not the crowd I'm trying to spend 3 days around. No offense to those that, like, I was at some of the shows, stuck around for them. And I was like, I mean, this is fun, but, you know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Like, I think the last time we went to hang out, I was like 26. And I was like, I think this is probably it for me. Unless it's just every one of my favorite bands. And now, it wouldn't matter if it was only my favorite band. Like, if you only went to Spotify and took my top 50 played artists and made a lineup of them, I still would not go. Unless I just had, like, they have some tickets that are, like, literally on top of the stage. It's just, like, an exclusive VIP. I might do that. I'm too old to be out in the heat like that all day and the crowds and... Exactly. Yeah. Like, do you, but phew. That probably will, Tom, if I had to guess. Speaking of gambling, it's probably minus 125, minus 130 for another Guardians auto. Yeah. Laura sent me something the other day on a festival that was relatively close. I forget what it was, and a lot of our favorite people. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, just, I'm good. Literally could be one in my backyard, and I just don't know that I would make it happen. Probably go, but you know, your favorite acts are limited anyways. Like, they're only playing for a limited amount of time, and just can't call your insert. Just big on, like, still love going to shows, but I just like dedicated concerts at this point. Lazaro, Drew Jones, insert. Mario Gonzalez, Simon Omos Dominguez. Alright, here's an auto. It's a Cub of Derniche. Love his auto. Speckle to $2.99 for the Cubbies. I'm sorry, what? Cubbies. Shane, there you go. But yes, what you said. Arroyo, Lubier. Jorge. Amante Mejia, De La Cruz Ramiro, Ray. Acuna, Perosa, Lugo, Ganoa, or Lava for the Guardians. Gunnar Henderson and Elijah Green inserts. Martinez, Ramirez, Certa Kids. Alright, I'll do my best. See?
It's gonna happen at some point. I don't know. The packages are a little easier.
Alright, last stack. Let's see something. Come on now. It's been a little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Luciano de los Santos. Lazaro Edward Julian. Alright, there's an auto and some green. Guardian. Oh my god, we were kind of kidding, but we probably weren't. Ganoha. Should have taken the minus 130. Goodness gracious. No offense, Mark, but no more. Alright, we got one auto left. It better be a banger. Pretty House refractor to $4.99. Nolan Gorman, Oscar Kovas inserts. Ramos Arias Neto, Spencer Jones. That guy we have not pulled yet. I think that's our auto. Alright, I'm going to save the auto. Just gotta have something. Dominguez, Jung, Arroyo, Cowser, Cabrera. Corbin Carroll, Spotlight. Geloff. Sean Grissom. Nelson Rada, Sky Blue to $4.99. DePaula. Mad Mervis. Alright, we got an auto left. I'm being dramatic with it. Well, some showmanship. Gonna have to. Gotta do something. Really slow playing it now. Pull the cards up. Alright, let's do this. Base auto, damn. There's a first, there's a bat. Lisandro Rodriguez. So, Tyler, there you go. Close with a Royal. Alright, it was underwhelming. Sorry, guys. We'll have more. We'll keep trucking along. Got some loose stuff. Full case as well. So, alright, let's recap it. 2 Invictus, Bergola, Phillies, Eric Hernandez, White Sox. Spotlights. Non-rookies. Ellie, Red, Jackson Holiday, Orioles. Drew Jones, D-backs. Torrio, Brewers. Montez, Mariners, rookies. Carroll, D-backs. Alvarez, Mets. Riley Green, Tigers. Gunner, Orioles. Michael Harris, Braves. Gunner, or Adley. Well, that one was actually Adley. That one's Gunner for the Orioles. So got them both. 1, 2, 3 Drew Jones base. These are some of the Solar Lunars, Dominguez, and the rest are first. Baez, Matt Solano, Marlins, Rada, Angels, Geloff, A's. for the colored, we'll go paper color first. Romero blue 125 Red Sox, Rada 499 Angels, Ramirez blue 150 Mets, Frias yellow paper 75 Guardians, Tatis 175 Padres, Xavier Isaac purple 199 Rays, and Figueroa green paper to 199 for the Rangers. Color stuff. Aqua Refractor. Goodness. Atomic Matt McLean, insert to 150 for the Reds. Aponte first to 299 speckle for the Blue Jays. Ganoa first to 250 purple Guardians. Peyton Graham first to 250 Tigers. DeLauder purple wave or purple lava to 250 Guardians. Lava Ganoa to 399 Guardians. Yanquiel Fernandez to 199 Rockies. Avina to 199 Brewers. Refractors Muncy for the A's to 499 House for the Nationals. Rafaela Blue Shimmer to 150 for the Red Sox. Aqua Lunars to 125 Burgos first Guardians. Fernandez for the Rockies. And then Aqua Shimmer Jace Bowen to 125 Pirates. And Pedro Leon insert to 125 for the Astros. Base autos. All at one are first Bowman. Manuel Beltre for the Blue Jays. The rest are first Bowman. Rodriguez, the Royals, Canoa, Guardians, Garcia. Blue Jays, Canoa, Guardians, Frias, Guardians, Poco, Grego for the Phillies. Refractors to 499, both first Bowman, Frias, Guardians, Poco, Grego. Still no idea how for the Guardians, or for the Phillies. Nick Voigt, first Bowman, speckled to 299 auto for the Padres. Refractor Junior Tillian, first Bowman to 499 for the Mets. Ronnie Simon, first Bowman Refractor to 499 for the Rays. Some parallels. Spencer Jones, Solar Lunar for the Yankees first. And Martinez, pink to 199 for the Dodgers. For the Braves, Tavares, first Bowman Refractor to 499 and then first Bowman Auto. For the Rangers, Figueroa, first Bowman Auto. For the Guardians, Frias, first Bowman Refractor to 499. For the Orioles, Crampton, first Bowman Auto to 250 purple. And for the Blue Jays, Gabriel Martinez, first Bowman Speckle to 299. Maybe we had some good color, but alright, Valdez to 299, first Speckle for the Cubbies. Bastidas, first Bowman Blue to 150, Blue Lunar for the Tigers. Mesa True Blue first to 150 Rangers. Solar or Blue Lunar to 150 Perez for the Mariners on him. Roman Anthony, first Bowman Lava to 399 Red Sox, and then True Gold, first Bowman Auto, Roman Anthony. And then for the Angels, Jorge Ruiz, first Bowman Purple to 250, and Jorge Ruiz, first Bowman Atomic to 100 in autos. So, there we go, my friends. Yeah, I put it on there. I thought I did. I got a dry spot in my throat. Kevin, I thought I did. If not, then I will definitely get it up. So, but yeah, I'll post it underneath it. So, yeah, I'm going to post that at 3 p.m. Central. Definitely will have a price preview before. So, we'll see you guys soon.